This episode, Dirty Side Gets Down. We're going to try our hand again at transmission rebuilding, and also going to do manual valve body and Transbrake in this Turbo 400. Well, if you saw my previous attempt at the 700R4 rebuild, it only had first gear when I got it, and after I worked on it, it had first and second gear. As I said, I know really nothing about transmissions and trying to figure it out. Turns out 700R4 really wasn't ideal for what I was trying to do anyway, and the Turbo 400 is going to be a better option. So picked this one up. It needs a rebuild, got it cheap, and then we got some parts over here to hopefully get it working again. So I got this valve body, Transbrake solenoid, and oil pan from Far Out Transmissions. The guy's last name is Farer. So it's like a play on Far Out, I'm guessing. I don't really know. I didn't talk to him about it. And I paid full price for this. This is definitely not a sponsored deal. He's the only person that makes a valve body that does exactly what I wanted. What I want is a forward pattern manual shift valve body with a Transbrake and also a clean neutral. A lot of times if you go to neutral and you're at speed, it can damage the transmission with a manual valve body. So this one is set up that at speed you can shift from third to neutral, and that way you're not spinning the engine for no reason in the shutdown lane at the drag strip. So once you cross the finish line, bump it into neutral, and you're all good. Most valve bodies out there are either reverse pattern and they have a clean neutral, or they just don't have a clean neutral. To me, pulling a shifter just seems weird, and I want to push the shifter. So, and I already have a shifter that's that way. So that's what we're going to do here. And then over here we have just the normal seal kit to freshen up a transmission. I've got new clutches and steels and a new filter. So I'm gonna get this thing torn down real quick, and we're gonna try this again. Hopefully we're a little more successful this time than the last time. Pretty well torn down, and everything looks pretty decent. No broken parts or anything, so that's good to see. The only thing I really noticed was in the pan. It might be hard to see. There's a lot of clutch material. So far the only clutches I've seen are these, and they look okay. So the first thing in the process of doing the Transbrake and manual valve body is to drill a small hole in this, and to also remove one of the seals from the inside. So we have to take these clutches out, take these springs out. We also have some stiffer springs that go in here, and so we're going to get that done here real quick. Alright, so we got all the springs out. We got this seal removed. It's this one here. And then we've got our 16th inch hole drilled right there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's at a 45-degree angle. It comes out this side, and that's to be able to let fluid out of there. So now we'll throw these new springs in and put this piston back in without that seal, and throw some new clutches in this thing. Alright, you can see here we got the direct drum back together. It has new clutches and new steels, has the stiffer springs in here, and now we have to take out the reverse low servo and remove a seal from that. Alright, so we're going to take these two seals off and then put it back together. Now these are just going to get one UGA, not even a DUGA, and then I'll torque it the right way later. This one seems to be where maybe our trouble was. You can see there's hot spots on there. These clutches look pretty bad. More hot spots. Bad looking clutches. This one is probably the worst. So I think that was the issue with this transmission, and we got new ones, so we'll hopefully get it all fixed. Alright, so we took 5 clutches and 5 steels out of there, so we're going to put back 5 clutches and 5 steels. Alrighty, well, we are pretty much ready to start putting parts back in. Alright, so now I got the transmission hanging from the engine hoist here, because you need it vertical to be able to put all this stuff inside. We're going to get that loaded up, and then we'll work on the valve body stuff, and then be able to get this thing in the car. Moving along. So now that we've got everything inside, time to do the valve body area and get all that knocked out. So let's get going on it. Alright, so the first thing we got to do is put a plastic check ball in here, and it's not getting any other check balls. So I got some of this really thick assembly lube for transmissions. Put that in the hole. Then put the check ball in. That'll keep it in place while we get the valve body on, and it'll just wash away with transmission fluid. Now we've got this piston here. I don't know what it does, but it came out of here. So that's where it's going back. Alright, so now we got the main piece here, the valve body. It's been modified for how we want it. And we got the separator plate that goes on there. And the instructions say to use no gaskets. So like a normal transmission would have a gasket here, and then a gasket here. This one says not to use any. So we're just going to put it together that way. This would be a good time to have a real transmission building stand, but I never really expected to get into doing transmissions. If I happen to do any more, I'm going to get one for sure. Alright, so now we got these snugged up. These larger bolts torque to 120 inch-pounds, and these smaller ones are 108 inch-pounds. Not to be confused with foot-pounds. Alright, so we're set to 120. There was no kind of pattern to this that they specified. So I guess I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. That way we don't forget any. Alright, well, the supplied tube is a little too big in diameter. You really can't see it there. It's just not going to go in there, but luckily they're the same height, so we're going to use the one that was in the transmission. Alright, we're all buttoned up. Time to go back in the car and see if this thing works. Alright, so we got transmission in the Nova. We'll make our first test drive. Let's see what happens. I remember the guy I got this from said it didn't do anything at all. And what I found inside, I think it probably had reverse at least, but no forward. So reverse is the first position, so let's try that. Alright, we're going backwards. That's a good sign. Now we're in first gear. See how that does. Alright, moving forward. That's a good sign. Alright, let's try second. Shift to second. Yeah. Try third. Third gear. excited about that for my first transmission rebuild to work perfectly so far. Get out here in the street and try the Transbrake. All right, we got Transbrake on. We're sitting still. Hell yeah! Let's give that Transbrake another try. So we're definitely gonna need more RPM at the track to launch, because it, it hooked on the street and even bogged a little bit, and that was about 16 or 1700 RPM. So we'll probably be launching around 22, 2500 RPM at the track. So let's get there and find out. All right, so transmission all tested. We're out here at Orlando Speed World, and gonna make this first pass still foot braking so we can get a baseline. And then I'll do a Transbrake launch after that and see what kind of time we can get just by adding a Transbrake to the situation. Let's see. Pretty late at the track and didn't film an outro, so here we are in the editing room getting that put together. And let's talk real quick about the time slips. I'll put those up here on the screen, and you can see there's a pretty big swing in times from one to the other, and that's really not going to happen with a Transbrake. If you watch in the very first launch around the gear change, there was some black smoke and something had skewed the tune a little bit. So it really slowed down that first run. But what you can see in these two time slips is the 60-foot time, and we knocked about a 1/10 off just with the Transbrake there. Pretty good amount. I mean, if you're at a, say you're at a 11.05 and you add a Transbrake, all of a sudden you're in the 10 seconds. So you got a 10-second car. So I didn't have an SD card with me to data log the runs, so I don't really know what caused the extra fuel in that run, but it cleared up after that and didn't do it again. I also made some passes with nitrous for another video that's coming up. Everything went pretty well after that. So a lot of the reason for videos like this with the Transbrake and some other sort of technical things like that is to build confidence. You know, a lot of times people don't do things because of fear of the unknown, and I've been one of those people myself plenty of times. I just decided to dive in and figure out transmissions, and here we go. I took a transmission that didn't work at all and made it work and made it more functional for my needs. So I'm pretty happy about the way that all came out. So don't be afraid to pick up a used transmission and try to go through it. It's kind of hard to mess anything up too bad, and worst case you might have to buy some extra clutches or something if fluid isn't quite going the right direction, or whatever. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.